Now to a very interesting story. We live in the social media age, and increasingly people are using Facebook and Twitter to get and convey the news essentially in real time. In Israel, this is also true, with even journalists using these platforms to get up to the minute security information. I-24 News defense correspondent Shai Ben-Ari got the story.
It's no secret that in the information age, social media platforms have come to play a major role in almost every aspect of modern life. With a 24-hour news cycle now in full swing, WhatsApp groups, for better and for worse, have become a central source of information for both media outlets and private citizens, especially in Israel, where news is consumed constantly and in large doses. This man runs one of these private WhatsApp groups, which has become popular amongst Israeli journalists dealing with security issues. His group goes by the name Bטחון שדה in Hebrew, which translates roughly as information security, but he prefers to remain anonymous. We'll call him R for the sake of this report. R agreed to show us the nuts and bolts of his operation, which relays information from various media outlets in different languages, as well as sources in the field.
If there's a cameraman on the ground, they pass pictures or info over to us from the events, or just a source in the area who shares with us. But largely, we are the ones who obtain the information.
R says that the Israeli security services themselves are one of his major clients.
Turn off the camera for a second while I find the right bit. Yeah, listen to this.
He played us audio clips of sources from the previous evening relating to IDF activity in the area of the West Bank city of Bethlehem. The force was in fact working undercover, riding in a civilian vehicle. The Palestinian youths were suspicious of the car.
We communicate either with commanders in the area or a contact in the security establishment and pass the information on. A few days ago, there was a force positioned at a certain point, and our information saved the force on the ground. They were waiting for them with Molotov cocktails behind a certain point. Our information assisted the arrest of the terrorists.
Beyond journalists, the group includes paramedics and members of the security apparatus, both past and present, including individuals dealing with highly classified information. Recently, there's been much criticism of the WhatsApp group phenomena in Israel, as misinformation occasionally finds its way onto major media outlets, the recent manhunt for Tel Aviv gunman Nashat Melhem being a prime example. R says his group takes precautions, which set a higher standard than his competitors maintain.
A member who shares information that is not authentic will probably be removed, because discipline is very strict in the group. People are deterred from sharing information without confirmation from someone on the ground.
Social media platforms like WhatsApp enable the spread of information like never before. But with new media technologies developing and evolving by the second, it is likely we have yet to hear the last word.
And with me right now here in the studio is Shai Ben-Ari, I-24 News defense correspondent. Good evening.
Good evening, Lucy.
You know, Shai, both of us are part of one of these groups on WhatsApp, and we always wondered who are the people who are standing behind and who invented these WhatsApp groups. And sometimes they're not even connected to the media, which is very amazing fact to know.
The people who actually run the groups are not professional journalists, you could say, and it's interesting to see that the kind of competition that exists between them. You really see that there's this competitive sort of spirit there. Often a member of a group will resign from his group and go off to form a spin-off, so to speak. So they're really sprouting like mushrooms, you could say. And it's interesting to note that we haven't been able to detect any real sort of economic model. How do these people actually make a living? You have to say, these people enjoy what they do very much. You can see that they're addicted to the news, and they also enjoy a certain sort of status that they have obtained as they now are major players in the Israeli media cycle, at least.
And let's put some facts on the table. In these groups, you can find the top journalists of Israel part of these groups, and some of the information that we're seeing on TV basically is coming from these WhatsApp groups.
The thing is, it's the easiest and most available, you could say, source of information available to anyone who is in the general journalist network. The problem is, of course, the reliability of the information and the need to still confirm and really authenticize the kind of information that you get. Of course, in the information age, once this is the quickest way to relay that kind of information that we need so quickly with our media outlets, the various media outlets that we have to work for.
Do they have any boundaries, like censorship? People who are telling them, okay, this you can, because we're seeing this often. Okay, this and this and this would happen, but you cannot take it out, and you cannot just broadcast the information because it's under censorship.
That does indeed happen, especially on this group, which really has a sort of ideology behind it, that they say they will not publish anything that harms state security. Indeed, who we spoke to, says he does this for ideological reasons. We mentioned that basically he also assists the security services themselves in his work. He would like to receive funding. He does mention that, and this was part of perhaps of the reason for his own desire to reveal himself. But it's interesting to note the kind of dedication that these people have, and they still have their day jobs, of course. They often work from the same space to make their money and to still conduct these activities.
Do you think that one day we will have our own?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. But when do they have the time? This is the most amazing thing. Shai Ben Ari, thank you very much for this.